Hey, Chris Rudolph here, the Freedom Agency Coach, and in my last video I shared the 7 reasons why it can be so flipping hard to grow your digital agency. But today I'm going to share the 5 timeless principles to grow any agency, regardless of niche, size, or geography. So the first principle is where you focus, you move towards. So we're going to learn something from horse racing today about this principle. So in this picture, you might see the little things on the side of the racehorse. Those are called blinders. And jockeys use those for 2 reasons. One is they want to keep the horse from seeing the horses on the left or the right so that they don't get spooked or get anxious. But the second reason is they know that the horse, wherever the horse focuses, they're going to move towards. So they want them to go right down the track to their goal of getting past that finish line before any other horse. So they're going to put those blinders on there. Also, what's interesting is that the jockey also has reins that control the movement of the head, so they can actually turn the horse's head in the direction where they need to go. So if they get off track a little bit, they turn a little bit and get them back on track. So that's the first principle. Where you focus, you move towards. So if you have a growth goal for your agency, you want to stay really, really focused, because when you're focused there, you're going to move towards it. The second principle is what you focus on grows. I found this to be true in agency life, in business, and in life. Whatever you focus on, it's going to grow, good, bad, or ugly. And I want to prove it to you here with something called the cycle of success that I first learned about in Greg McKeown's amazing book, Essentialism. And in phase 1, you're going to have really clear focus. So you can think about when you started your agency or you got into marketing, you had a very clear focus. And when you have a clear focus for long enough, you're going to get good results. You're going to really figure things out. You're going to learn from your mistakes, from trial and error, and you're going to refine things till you get good results for your clients. And then when you get good results, word gets out and you have more opportunities and options available for you. So there might be more opportunities for more clients, or speaking, or presenting, or being a thought leader. So if you say yes to a lot of those opportunities and options, you're going to have more demands and stresses on you, because your efforts are going to be diffused in a lot of different directions where it started out being very, very clear. And when you have diffused efforts, that's going to lead to poor results and health, not only for health of your agency, but also your personal health as well. So it kind of displays the importance of clear focus, and what you focus in on grows. And that brings up our third principle: fracture your focus, pay a distraction tax. So when you fracture your focus, or I talked about earlier, diffusing your focus, you're going to pay a distraction tax. And here's what I mean by this: is let's say you're going to have 4 different strategies to grow your agency. So you might assume, if you do the math, that you'll make 25% progress in each one of those strategies. But the truth is, your brain can't really focus in on 4 things at once. So you're going to pay a distraction tax. So instead of maybe 25% progress, in reality, you're probably only going to make 10% progress. So it's just not efficient and the best way to achieve results. The fourth principle is the riches are in the micro niches. You may have heard the term, the riches are the niches. That's a common thing you hear in marketing and business. And that was probably true maybe 20 years ago in the late 90s or early 2000s, at the beginning of the information age and the internet. But that information age has just grown so much. There's so much content out there. There's so many options out there that if you're just a niche, you're in a sea of noise. But the real key is to be in a micro niche where practically you're the thought leader, you're the leader of that particular micro niche, and only you can fit in it. So the riches are in the micro niches. And the fifth and final principle is use a proven framework. Now, you might be wondering, what is a framework? It's a plug-and-play structure with a proven track record of getting a desired outcome. So a framework reduces trial and error, it improves results, and increases speed. So here's another way of thinking about it. It's kind of like buying a newly constructed home. One that a builder has built over and over again, and they've perfected, and they've worked out all the bugs and kinks, where the shell is already constructed for you, but you get to pick out the colors and finishes. It's really going to set you up for success and really avoid a lot of trial and error mistakes for doing it the first time. So those are the 5 timeless principles to grow any agency.